Ah, today we're going to talk about pushing yourself to the limit. Hey guys, it's Joseph Diego from josephdiego.com and Growing with Joseph Diego, where I share my journey from the ordinary to the extraordinary with you so that we just might grow together. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yep, today we're talking about push, push, push. What is my affirmation? I push myself like never before. This being the creation of my multi-million-dollar business. This needs to be number one. Something like that. And it's an affirmation that I have to push myself to remember to do every day. There are certain affirmations that I do every day. There's a prayer. I think I talked about my prayer. The other affirmation is I'm a sober, happy, healthy, loving, prospering, intelligent, disciplined, focused, organized, consistent, creative, innovative, and absolutely committed towards achieving my goals, dreams, and my ambitions. And it goes a little bit longer than that, but that's an affirmation I got pretty good. The other one I'm still working on, about pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself. Now here it is. When you push yourself, it seems like you're putting more and more and more on your plate. And it's easy to forget because I got news for you. I did a lot of stuff over here. I went upstairs. I was ready to relax, and I was actually ready to do some more work and push myself a little more. And then I said, oops, I almost forgot about you. So I had to come down here, put on a shirt. I put on whatever shirt. So if this is wrinkled and whatever, it's wrinkled and whatever. But I'm here doing what I need to do because this is part of the push. You see, the thing is to make the load heavier, to make it harder, to push yourself to the extreme and get used to the routine. It's just really the way it is. Every single day you have to develop a routine and do it over and over and over again because repetition is the creator of any skill. That dumbbell I had, it was pretty heavy. And I really, I'm pretty sure I was able to curl it at one time, but I haven't been doing my curls as much lately. So you know what? You don't use it, you lose it. So that's why it's important that every little piece of your routine stays there. You don't start doing something else and then lose something else. Because here's a part of my routine that I lost. My workout. I'm not working out as intensely as I was before. Why? Because I put other stuff in its place. Is that going to serve me? Well, I have some priorities right now, and there are certain things that I really need to work on now so it can free up some time so I can take care of some other things. But again, there are certain things, I have certain priorities and certain things that I need to do. Certain things that are on that goals list. Yes, I have a small routine, a small workout that I do because I still have to keep myself moving and active, but I'm not pushing myself to the extreme with the 100 push-ups every single day like I used to do and the dumbbells and all the other stuff because right now that takes a lot of time from my certain mission with certain things. And to me, even making this video takes precedence over that. So you also have to put down on paper what comes first, because there's only enough time in the day. And I think we'll all agree on that there's only so much time that I have. And I was talking about that this morning because I made a Facebook post this morning about I get up at 2:45 in the morning and I have to be out of the door by 4 o'clock the latest. No later than 4 o'clock because I have a 4:39 train that I have to catch that gets me into Manhattan. Yeah, it's a routine. And in that routine, in that morning, I have to pop up out of bed, guzzle down 20 ounces of water, hit the coffee pot, go into some affirmations, and while the coffee pot is going on, I do a quick 10 to 15 minute meditation. And this is as soon as I drink my water. And then, usually as soon as I drink my water, I got to take care of some personal business, nature calls. So I have to take care of that. And sometimes that can take a little bit longer than others. You know, usually it's just a drop and run, but sometimes it doesn't always work that way. So, you know, all of this stuff comes into effect. And I do a small workout. It's a quick, simple little thing because, you know, I need to stretch. I really, really need to stretch and warm up a little bit. And I may do maybe 50 push-ups tops. I may do some sit-ups. I may do some little, just like maybe 10 curls. But I'm not doing what I used to do. It's just not that, right? On top of, I do my meditation. I do my affirmations. I go over my goals real quick. I have to come down here real quick and go over it because I like to review my goals in the morning and in the evening every single night. And I make my shake. I make my shake. And I tell you what, that 1 hour, it's an hour really that I get. That hour goes quick. That hour goes really, really quick. That's not talking about getting dressed. That shake takes a few minutes to make because I have to stay in front of the blender because it shakes and I don't want the thing to shake off the counter. So again, this is a routine that I have every single day. Then when I come home, I go to work and I come home and sometimes I have to take a nap. So all of that stuff has to be into my routine. It has to be part of my routine. It's just the way it is. But there are some things that take precedence. This video does. This is one of them. The more you put on the plate, it's like weights. The more you put on the dumbbell, the harder it's going to get. But eventually, you don't take weight off for it to get easier. You can do that, but then you're cheating. If you want to build that muscle and make it stronger, you have to continue to put more and more weight. And if you see my finger over here, I don't know what happened. Something happened to it. I can't even bend it. Who knows? We'll see. I'm in the construction. I don't know what I did, but wow, it hurts. Anyway, guys, this is what's important. This is what's important. If you want to push yourself, if you want to build up, if you want to develop that habit, those routines that are going to help you succeed anything that you do, because here's another thing. Let's talk about relationships. You know, some people can start off a relationship and then start working on the relationship, and you know, every day you'd send your girl a text. It's like every single morning. Part of my relationship is in that routine is before I leave the door, before I walk out the door, there's 3 things that I do. I have other things that I definitely do, like brush my teeth and certain things like that. But there's 3 things that I really, really do. I say some prayers. 4 things really. I say some prayers. I bring my mom over her coffee. I don't wake her up. I go into the room, I give my wife a kiss, I give my grandson a kiss. That's important. That's part of my relationship routine. Now, some people don't do that. And another thing that I do on a regular basis is that I send my wife text messages with the hearts and telling her how much I love her and I wish her a beautiful day. These are things that, again, that's part of the routine, but those are the things that build my relationship. The same thing now with exercise. Right now I'm fasting. I'm doing intermittent fasting. So now that's another routine that I do while at work, because I'm really not eating at work and I'm really burning this fat because, like I told you, the holidays kind of piled up, and you know where they pile up? Right here, baby. So again, another routine. So I'm doing a little bit of everything. And another thing that I have to do is my finances, you know, my debt and all of that other stuff that I kind of acquired. And that's part of the routine, looking over that, because I honestly, this is one thing that I have not done. I usually just go to my bills and I just put the money in there, put the money in there, put that money in there. But I have to get it more systematically, that I have it, and I should be using it on my phone, putting it on an app that tells me, all right, Joe, your bill is due. And even though the credit companies and everybody else, everybody tells you your bill is due, but I want to be on top of that. I want to do that before they tell me, yo, take care of your bill. I don't like to hear that. So that's something else that I want to develop, which I have not yet. I'm honest with you guys. I'm here to tell you guys the real deal, right? So that's what we're doing. But guys, you could hear it. It's a lot of stuff on my plate. Even today. Today is Thursdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think next week is the last week for my wife. But my wife she wants to become a personal trainer. So every Tuesday and Thursday, she's been going to the local college or whatever it is, to adult school or whatever it is, so she could become a personal trainer. And guess who's got to step up to the plate over there? So today I had to get, she made the sauce and everything, but I had to prepare it and have the plate ready for her for when she came home. I had everything, the plate and the garlic bread and then everything ready. And I got to feed the grandson, and then she leaves, and we're sitting there by ourselves. And he's grandpa. What about this? What about that? Grandpa, what about this? It's a 8-year-old kid. He's got a lot of questions, right? So, but that's part of the routine. Then the other routine is, because she was real, I like the way she did with it. She says, yeah, it's real nice, Dad. Thank you for having dinner ready for me. She says, but you know what would be real sweet? What about if you clean the dishes? And I looked at her and says, I don't do dishes. I got shit to do, right? Guess who cleaned the dishes, right? Sucker, right? But you know what? Part of the routine. Why? Because that's for the relationship. So you see, we're always adding on and putting on to make things better. Because again, like Jim Rohn says, if you want things to get better, you need to get better. If you want things to change, you need to change. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. It's that simple. So what are you going to do to make yourself stronger? Because I think you know what I'm doing. With that, I got to go and take it easy, because too much of this stuff is going to wear me out. Take care. Stay blessed. This is Joseph Diego signing out.